How to use a rolling mill to make bangle wire. Today we're using the rolling mill to make silver wire to make our classic bangle. I'm using an ingot I made with offcuts of silver, but the process is the same whether you have an ingot or just a thicker gauge of wire you want to mill down. Just make sure it's fully annealed before you begin. The first thing we want to do is to reduce the diameter of the wire using the square profile rollers. Find the diamond that is just a bit smaller than your ingot, open up the rollers and roll it through the mill. You'll want to feel the pressure of the rolling mill working, but you don't want to be working up a sweat either. The square rollers will compress your metal from above and below. So in order to maintain a regular square profile on your wire, turn it through 90 degrees after every roll, before closing the rollers a smidge and repeating the process. Once the rollers are completely closed, move on to the next diamond and repeat the process until you have reached the diameter you'd like to use for your bangle. At this point, all this milling will have work hardened the wire. If you notice that your wire has become very hard and springy, you'll need to anneal it to soften it before you carry on. It's really important to anneal your wire often, as overworked silver won't mill as well and may become brittle and crack. Once annealed, leave to cool and then pop in the pickle. For the classic bangle, I want a flat inside profile and a rounded outside profile. To achieve this, run the square profile wire through the largest of the half-round rollers. The principle is the same as the diamond shape, so open the rollers just enough to be able to feed your wire through and start to mill it down. You don't need to turn your metal this time, just feed it through, close the rollers a little bit and repeat until you have a perfectly rounded profile on the top of your wire. Now all that's left to do is to anneal your bangle wire once more, pickle, and voila, a length of hand-milled bangle wire ready to use.